Welcome to the GSD Training Guide. This is a hands-on walkthrough for developers who already know Claude Code and want to use GSD to build reliably, whether you're starting from scratch or bringing it onto an existing codebase. 6 sections. We'll start with the why, get you installed, walk through every step of the phase workflow in detail, then cover brownfield, which is the pattern you'll use most on real projects. End with a command reference you can keep open. Section 1. Before touching a command, understand what GSD is solving, because if you skip this, you'll use it like a fancy slash command wrapper and miss the point entirely. You've already seen this if you've built anything non-trivial with Claude Code. Early in the session, brilliant output. An hour later, same session, it starts contradicting code it wrote itself. That's context rot. GSD's answer is architectural. Heavy work happens in subagents with fresh contexts. Your orchestrating session stays light. The quality never degrades because the context never accumulates. Section 2. Installation. This is fast. Run the npx command. The installer asks 2 questions. Which runtime? Pick Claude Code unless you have a reason not to, and global versus local. Global means GSD is available in every project. Local means just this one. After install, verify with /GSD help. One note. GSD is designed to run with the dangerously skip permissions flag. Without it, Claude stops to ask permission for every git commit and file read. That defeats the purpose. Section 3. The full workflow. This is the core of GSD. 6 steps, repeated for every phase. We'll go through each one in detail. New project is your kickoff command. Run it once per milestone, not once per session. GSD interviews you until it fully understands what you're building. Goals, constraints, tech preferences, edge cases. It then spawns parallel research agents that investigate the domain. When it's done, you get 4 files. Project.md is the vision, requirements.md scopes v1 versus v2, roadmap.md is your phased build plan, and state.md is GSD's memory across sessions. You review and approve the roadmap before anything gets built. Discuss phase is where you lock in decisions before research and planning start. Your roadmap gives each phase a sentence or 2. That's not enough to build what you actually have in mind. GSD identifies gray areas based on what type of feature you're building, visual, API, content, and asks targeted questions. The output is context.md. The researcher reads it to know what patterns to investigate. The planner reads it to know what decisions are already locked. The deeper you go here, the closer the output matches your vision. Skip it and you get reasonable defaults. Plan phase runs 3 agents in sequence. First, a researcher investigates the domain based on what you decided in discuss, library options, implementation approaches, known pitfalls. Then a planner creates 2 to 3 atomic task plans in XML format. Each plan is small enough to execute in a fresh context window. Then a plan checker verifies the plans actually deliver the phase goals. If not, it loops until they pass. The XML structure is important. Every task has a name, the files it touches, the exact action, and a built-in verification step. Claude doesn't guess. Execute phase is where GSD runs the plans. It groups them into waves based on dependencies. Independent plans run in parallel in Wave 1. Plans that depend on Wave 1 results run in Wave 2. Each executor gets its own fresh 200,000 token context. It reads the plan, reads the codebase section it needs, does the work, commits, and exits. Your session never sees that context. After execution, GSD verifies the codebase actually delivered what the phase promised. You get a summary, a verification file, and a clean GIT history with 1 commit per task. Verify work is your human acceptance test. GSD extracts every testable deliverable from the phase and walks you through each one. Can you log in with email? Does the cart update in real time? Yes or no, or describe what's broken. If something fails, GSD spawns debug agents to diagnose the root cause and creates fix plans. You don't manually debug. You run execute phase again and the fix plans run. The key point, automated verification checks that code exists and tests pass. Only you can confirm the feature works as you actually imagined it. That loop, discuss, plan, execute, verify, ship, repeats for every phase. When all phases are done, you run complete milestone, which archives the milestone and tags the release. Then new milestone starts the next version, Same flow, but for your next set of features. If you're ever unsure where you are in the loop, run /GSD next, and GSD auto-detects the next step. Section 4, Brownfield. This is the pattern most of you will actually use. You have existing code. You want GSD to understand it before it touches anything. Before running new project on an existing repo, run map-code-base. It spawns parallel agents that read your codebase and build a structured understanding of your stack, architecture, file conventions, and known concerns. That context gets written to the planning directory. Now when GSD plans and executes, it follows your existing patterns, your naming conventions, your folder structure, your error handling style. Without this step, GSD would build new features that technically work but feel foreign to your codebase. Use the area flag to scope it if your repo is large, /GSD::map codebase followed by the area name. The brownfield sequence is map codebase first, then new project, then the standard loop. The difference is invisible but significant. Every subsequent step is informed by your existing codebase. Your conventions, your patterns, your architecture are baked into every plan and every execution. One important note: GSD does not refactor or delete existing code unless you explicitly ask it to. It adds and integrates. Your existing work is safe. You don't need to be at day zero. If you're already 3 phases into a project, map codebase captures what exists, then new project lets you describe what's done and what's next. GSD creates a roadmap starting from your current position. It writes your existing decisions into state.md so nothing that's already settled gets requestioned. If your planning directory ever looks inconsistent, wrong phase numbers, missing files, run /GSD health with the repair flag and it fixes itself. Last section, the reference material you'll actually use day to day. These 9 commands cover 90% of what you'll do. The core loop is discuss, plan, execute, verify, with new project and map codebase as your entry points. Quick is your shortcut for tasks that don't need full planning. Next is your safety net when you're unsure what to run. Ship creates a pull request from verified work. Use /GSD settings to configure which models each stage uses.